Well, hello everyone. How are we all doing today? Here it's kind of gray, but it's really muggy and miserable. It's one of those days I'd love to be out and barbecue, but it's just, like I say, it's so humid and so muggy. So I'm going to bring the outdoors in. And we're going to make just a very simple hamburger, but we are going to take a real simple concept and push it way over the edge. You go to a burger place these days, and I'm not talking McDonald's, I'm talking these places that make real burgers. And they have like 50 different kinds of burgers, but they all start off with the same basic patty. So that's what I want to do today. So we're going to start off very simply. I just have a few ingredients, nothing special. I have here just 1 pound of medium ground hamburger. You can use lean, but I find it just creates too dry of a burger. And I like, let's face it, the fat is a lot of the flavor. So we're just going to add a few little things to this just to give the beef itself a little bit more flavor. Because when you get a burger these days, most of the flavors come from the toppings, not so much from the meat itself. So I'm just adding here about a teaspoon of garlic salt, just a pinch of black pepper, I had to guess half a teaspoon. Now, you can season this however you like. I'm just going with what I like. Next is some Montreal-style steak spice, but I got the one with no salt. And the reason is well, there's enough salt in everything else. We can do without it in here. So this is a blend of dried garlic, dried onions, some chili peppers, lots of other great things. It's a spice blend, but it's really good. So we'll put that away. Oven's ready for the next step. Next, because of the type of burger I'm making, I am doing one little addition, and this is 1/2 of a jalapeno. Now I just grabbed a red one because, well, it's what they had, and second of all, it looks better on camera. And now, so you can see, that's what's all in there. Now what we do is we get in there with our hands, and we mix it all up. Now you don't really want to start squishing this with your hands. I'm more just folding the meat over on itself. Sorry, this is really hard. Amazon finally shipped me the tripods for the tablet, and they sent me the wrong size. So they have promised me that I will have the proper ones in the next few days. For the amount of time I've waited for these tripods, I'll believe it when I see it. But hey, it's something that happens, eh? So like I said, what we have here is 1 pound. What I'm going to do is just take this now into maybe a little over 1/4 pound. We're just going to make some thin little patties. Now, normally I would make thicker burgers if I was going on the barbecue because they don't dry out as much. But I'm doing it inside in a cast iron. So you want them quick. So there we have our patty. Very simple, thin. I just realized I made a mistake. I don't have 1 pound here. I have a half a pound here. Sorry, that's my mistake. When I bought the meat, I bought 1 pound, but I didn't put it all in the bowl. I'm just happening to look over, and I can see the rest of the meat in the package. So yeah, I have half a pound in my bowl. Very, very sorry about that. Again, just going to flatten this out. Nothing special. You do want to try and make sure there's no cracks or breaks so it won't fall apart in the fry pan. Now those jalapenos are going to roast up a little bit. They're going to have some nice little flavor. This third little one is going to be a bit smaller than the others. You know what? We'll split it in half. We'll split it in half and we'll add it to the patties we already made. So all I'm doing here is like I'm making a meatball. I'm squishing it with my hands. There you go. Now, what you can't see over here on my board, unfortunately, because I can't start moving this camera, because we're just flattening it out. When I made the first one, I thought it looked a bit small, and there we go. That's a bit better. So we're going to do the same thing with the second one. Like I said, so we haven't done anything hard. You can season this however you like, but considering the burger I'm planning on making here, I just think the jalapeno will be a nice little addition. And I like a little bit of spice. So there we are. We have our 2 patties. Whoa. As you can see, my fry pan is overheating. So we're going to take a pause. We're going to fix that. And we'll start cooking up these burgers. Okay, so we are back. So I'm going to give the pan a quick clean out. I forgot that we were preheating it. So we have our pan, gently goes in our burgers. Now, this is a burger that would be great on the barbecue, but you're still going to have to finish it off in the house. So we're just going to let those cook up, and while they do, we are going to try and open this bowl. So as you see, since I have put these in the pan, we haven't touched them, we haven't flipped them, we haven't done anything. We're looking to get that sear, that crust on the bottom of the pan, of the bottom of the burger. And that can only happen by leaving it alone. So give that a few minutes more. We'll flip it, and then we'll continue on with what might be a little bit of a shock to a lot of people. So you can see we're getting that nice golden crust. The jalapenos we put in there are browning up, so they're actually going to be a little bit less hot and a little bit more smoky flavor. So we're going to let these cook up.
And we'll jump ahead and do a little cut so that you see the next steps. So we're going to give these a flip, check the other side. We've got that crust. Everything looks so good. Just listen to that sizzle. But right now comes something really, really different. I know you can't see it because of the way the camera is, but what I'm adding here just listen to that sizzle. Is half a cup of water and half a cup of your favorite barbecue sauce. What's going to happen now is that's all going to coat and glaze the burgers, and that sauce and that flavor is going to get right in there. So that's going to cook for about 10 minutes. I'm going to drop the heat to low. We're going to cover the burgers and let them simmer. And we're going to move back to the other station and show you the next part of this incredible burger. So we are back. What we have here is just a couple of nice onion rolls. Now, these are an egg-based bread, normally known as challah, and they just put some toasted onions on it and everything. They're really, really nice. Now, I've gone through all the time of making a nice burger, cooking it up in that barbecue sauce so it gets all in there and nice and gooey. And what are we making? Well, basically, we're making a rodeo burger. So what I have in my little pack here is just some thinly sliced smoked ham. And we're just going to sort of put it down so it folds up a little bit. There we go. So just sort of like, oh. Doesn't always work as well as you want. There we go. The reason I don't put it flat is I want the texture of biting into the few pieces. It just gives a better mouthfeel. And we'll go for a third piece. So now in a way it's really a hamburger because we're adding ham. You can do this with bacon, but I just find the ham, in this case, gives it a nicer taste. Next, we are going to add, again, you can add whatever cheese or whatever toppings you like, but I'm going with a habanero cheddar. So this is going to add a little bit more spice. That's going to go along with that barbecue sauce, as well as the jalapenos that we put in the meat. There we go. And this is going to go into the oven now until that cheese is melted and the buns are a little bit toasted. So 425 oven for maybe 5 minutes. Keep an eye on it because it will go pretty fast. We'll be right back and we'll show you all this. So, let's turn this so you can see it better. We have our nice toasted buns, our melted cheese, the ham is warmed up. So we have our plate. hot. Go. Move that out of the way. Now, to do this carefully, we have our burgers. Now the sauce is thickened up a bit, but let's try and do this so we can see. But you can see how it's glazed the hamburger. And that barbecue sauce has gotten right on in there. Now, a lot of people ask why this is called a rodeo burger. Well, it's because this was a burger served at the Calgary Stampede. And when they were asked, why do they cook the burgers in the barbecue sauce? The answer was really simple. This way, all the flavor is there. But when people are walking around the Stampede, they aren't dripping barbecue sauce everywhere. So I thought that was a great reason. Now, I've tried these before, and I know how good they are. But there's one more thing we add to these. It just sort of brings it up a bit. And that is some crispy fried onions. Some onion toppers, some people call them. Whatever you like. Just push them in. The cheese will hold them in place. And there we are. Put that away. So we have our classic rodeo burger. We've got the smoked ham, the jalapeno cheddar, nice toasted roll. Of course, those glazed hamburgers. How can it go wrong? Let's close these up. Let's give them a taste. And let's see how everything turned out. That sun is really weird. So, there we are. Our classic rodeo burger. Man, I can't wait for this. I've been saying I'm going to shoot this video now for 3 days. And for 3 days, all I've thought about is getting my teeth into this. So it's not a small burger, but it's a tasty one. The saltiness of the ham, the smokiness, the barbecue sauce comes through right away. That jalapeno cheddar just adds a nice little spice to everything. Oh, there's some of the jalapeno in the hamburger too. The crispy onions just add a little crunch, a little texture, but the onion flavor comes through as well. And of course, the sweetness of these challah onion rolls. They are just so good. And when you see, yes, I know it's upside down, but you see all the layers of everything and all the layers of flavor. And just so good. Because of the steak spice, it actually has a little bit of that barbecue flavor. Excuse me. But that is just so good. I really, really hope you give this a shot. Cooking the burgers in the barbecue sauce at the end
letting them soak up that flavor makes it a lot easier to eat. The flavor gets into every bite. Barbecue sauce dripping all over the place. The crispy onions are just that little texture. I've done these same things and changed the onions for barbecued corn chips. I've even done it with spicy Cheetos. Those were so good. And flaming hot Cheetos on a burger, wow. You know, if you don't want to use the ham, use smoked turkey. That would be really good. But whatever you do, give it a try. It's a little bit different technique on your classic burger, but it tastes so good. It's worth the few extra minutes in the pan. So, I want to thank you all for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It shows me you like what I'm doing, and it shows YouTube even more. Leave me a comment, leave me a thumbs up, let me know you liked this video, this style of video. A little bit different because I was trying to shoot a lot of things and I couldn't because of the angles. Until Amazon gets their act together and gets me my tripod for a tablet, I'm just improvising. Right now I'm using a paper towel roll to hold up my tablet here. If you're coming back, well, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as you've enjoyed my others. We're coming up on 125 videos already. Can you believe it? 125 recipes we've done. Everything from pizza to soups, roast to burgers. I think we've pretty well covered it all. And we still have a lot more to go. If there's something you'd like to see me do, leave me a comment. Let me know. Get in touch with me on my Discord. The link and an invitation is in the description. So I want to thank you all so very much. My name is Andrew. I am the 5 p.m. chef. And until we meet again, have a great day. We'll see you all again soon.